2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Utah, downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of the Jazz, Energy Solutions Arena. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
I think for the Jazz, they've climbed the ranks this season. They've definitely changed for the better, and now they find themselves really within shouting distance of the top.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment because they were not that close last year. So they've made major improvement, and we'll see if they can continue to go on this upward path and carry this momentum forward.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Raptors. The kid, he's in at point guard. DeRozan and Ross, they're the 2 and 3. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Fires from 14, and again it's Toronto converting.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Kicks it to Favors. Tipped away. And stolen by Patterson. Here's the kid. Rebounded by the Jazz. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, they got swept in the 2 games that they played against this club last year. They lost both of them. Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I caught up with the head coach for Utah. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Thanks for that report, Doris. Guys, do you think we'll see game planning early on that might end up developing through the game as far as getting through this very tough defense?
I think there's almost no question that what they're doing offensively at the beginning of the game will change several times before we're finished.
Well, that's what the defense they're facing forces you to do. You have to be ready to adjust and make some changes. It's too complex a defensive scheme to just attack it one set way.
Here's Valanciunas, and he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got his first basket.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now, here's Kanter. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Now, Exum, and the layup's good off the glass. Exum's got his second bucket.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
The kid, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Kanter, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Thunder.
That was an impressive defensive performance. The athleticism, the intensity, the energy, really shutting their opponent down.
And Steve, that was reflected in their block total. I mean, they were extremely disruptive. Equal parts hustle, muscle, and smarts.
Hayward, nice D from DeRozan.
Man, a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
No good from the kid. Jazz trailed by 5. Here's Burks. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
First trip to the line for him here.
the line for 2.
And he makes the first. So Utah going with an...
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
Gordon Hayward. And Trey Burke subbed in for Exum. A new group in now for the Raptors. Nagata has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Vasquez, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Lowry in for the kid. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Utah ends up going with the new group. And then for Toronto, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nagata. Patterson comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's the kid in for Vasquez. Favors plays the 4 with Kanter at the 5. Exum is out there with Ian Clark. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And here are the Raptors now, leading by 5. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball in that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Now Kanter, after the missed 3 from the kid. Shot clock at 5. Hayward kicks to Favors. Fade away. Count the bucket.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's the kid. Ross passes to the kid. Cans it from downtown. The kid's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Picked away. Fast break Toronto. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance, Clark, here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kelloggian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
Some fantastic numbers here for the kid. He's got 17 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And here's the fast break. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Utah with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. Kanter dishes to Favors. Can't get it to fall. Toronto leading by 10. Baseline jumper. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Exum with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Clock at 6. Here's Favors, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And so Favors nails both of them. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's the kid, and it's blocked by Favors. Oh, trying for it, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
15 seconds on the shot. 15.
Here's Exum. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hayward kicks to Cantor. Releases. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Cantor's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Exum comes to help. Just his first attempt. Good on the shot.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Assist from the Kid.
Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Cantor. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. 5th, the Jazz.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot-blocking teams in the league, at least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And then for Toronto, Nagata has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Vasquez in for Ross.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Lets it go from deep, and that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from the Kid. The Kid's got a pair of triples in the second now for Toronto. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. The Raptors making a switch here. And so we wrap up the first half. The Raptors. They're about ready to get underway. A fantastic game from the Kid in this one.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on him.
Yeah, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. DeRozan and Ross, they're the 2 and 3. And it's the Kid in at the 1 spot.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
They set the pick. Here's Burks. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here's the Kid. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Jazz trail by 11. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Exum. And he banks in the layup. Exum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Can he keep it going? And there it is again. Nice make there from the Kid. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Burks in the corner. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And the pass to Favors. It's rebounded by the Kid.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
And the 3 off target.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway. A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Raptors leading by 9. And Exum comes to help. Here's Patterson, and he goes in for the dunk. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
So here's Burks. The Raptors getting the bucket. Five to shoot. Passes it to Hayward. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by the Kid. The Kid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. DeRozan's shot is good.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Jazz trail by 13. And here's Exum. He has 6. Feeds it to Burks. They set the pick. Pass to Exum. From past the arc. That's good. Exum's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Toronto working the ball around now. And he gets it to go. 33 points for the kid.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Hey, listen up. We got to push the ball, all right? First thing we got to do is rebound. And then I want everybody getting out. Fill the lanes, pass the ball ahead, and let's get some easy baskets. We can beat this team down the floor.
So both teams changing it up here.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. First in opponent field goal percentage, third in fewest turnovers per game. And they were in the top.
And Clark, you know this. I mean, anytime you see a team #1 in the NBA in field goal percentage defense, you know they're getting after it. So this is a club that plays extremely hard. They take great pride in their defense. They have a concerted plan, a concerted effort every single night to try to stop the opposing team.
Now here is Lowry. There's the pass to the kid. Back to Lowry. Lets it go from 11. Again, Toronto. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, he's not happy right now. You can see it's really hurting him.
You sure can, Steve. I mean, it's difficult to say exactly how serious it is, but hopefully we'll have an update soon.
And Toronto making a change here. Vasquez comes in. Jazz trail by 15. 1:43 left in the third. And Gobert kicks to Clark, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Clark's got his first points of the game.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
Here's the kid. 33 points for him. And with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pile.
Good on the second free throw. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Here's Hood. Now the dish to Clark. Now the feed to Novak. Pass to Hood. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Trey Burks checked in for Ian Clark. The Raptors making a switch here.
For the Raptors, Claude Hendricks.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Knocked away. Unhindered, going all the way. The big dunk at the end of the break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Burke buries it from about 10 feet away. 20 seconds left in the third. Here's the kid, Burke covering. Dishes to Vasquez. Passes it to Hendricks from deep. Here's Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got 9.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
And as we
next Monday night.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one.
Raptors leading by 16. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Hayward out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Burke after the miss from the kid. There's a good screen. Hayward with the ball. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Shot clock at 6. Here's the kid. High post shot. And yes, sir, that one drops. The kid's got 38 points. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Toronto.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Jazz. Exum comes in for Trey Burke. The Raptors also with a sub. DeRozan's checked in. Offensive rebound. Here's Burks. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Here's the kid. And Kanter pulls it down.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Burks' shot is good. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's the kid. Drills it from outside. The kid's got 41.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told them he wouldn't accept them settling for outside shots and said we can get to the rim if we attack the basket, and that's what we're going to do. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Now Exum after the missed 3 from the kid. Now Exum to the right side. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Tries again. Shot is blocked, and they get it back. Tries yet again, and it's Favors laying it in.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. The results you get right there.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Johnson. Toronto leading by 13. Here's the kid. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. That is good. The kid's got 43 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Burks with it. A shot by Hayward, wide open. They get it again. Misses from close range. Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. The kid, good on the three-point shot. The kid's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Raptors.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
There's a screen. Burks with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Kanter's shot is off. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's Valanciunas, 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Here's DeRozan. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Burks kicks to Hayward. Oh, man, what a play. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Jazz trail by 16. 1:46 left in the fourth. Burks the pass to Hayward. Exum dishes to Hayward. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Exum's shot is off. Raptors leading by 16.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Raptors.
Their superior ball handling won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
Well, one thing about this win, it assures that they will not lose the season series. They only meet once more, of course, as interconference opponents.
And, Steve, when it is just a 2-game season,
I like that.
winning game 1 has a bit of...
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, man, that never gets old.
What never gets old?
Proving once again that I'm the man and you're just another mediocre player in this league.
If you played as well as you talked, you'd be a legend. And don't worry, I'll be ready for you next time.
Oh, I am a legend. You better ask somebody.
Hey, great shooting out there tonight. You've really been on the tear lately.
Yeah, my stroke is on right now. It's like I can't miss.
Well, believe me, with the hot streak you've got going, we're going to use it as much as we can.
Oh, that's music to my ears, Coach. You keep calling my number, I'm going to keep knocking them down.